All right. That's a Kaku. That's a Kaku. Why is that there? Molgu, Adoro, Mashuk. Food coma, just had dinner. Dude, sounds good. I had a good meal before I started streaming. So I'm still feeling pretty good, but I'm excited to go to the grocery store in a few days. I'm getting close to my next grocery store visit. Food comas are a good way to unwind. Good way to relax. Okay. I think I want to ban Adoro since it's the mental one, or Kinu to shut it down with Yowlar. Yeah, we can't let him have the double buff on Yowlar. Yeah, fuck Yowlar. Fuck Yowlar. I'm just banning the Yowlar. I have ways to answer it, but I think Volgan is really strong against their team. So we lead that. Yeah, I don't know, because Kaiju's played a lot of whatever. Yeah, it's a purgation. It's turned into a purgation team. It was originally kind of a more generic, like just melee, size munch, fire coalition mimic. Yeah, just something simple to kind of get dialed in before I do anything too weird. Then we started to find some fun flavor with just taking it all the way into physical land. So Volgan and Piranha both have purgation. And it's pretty much all physical attackers except for Volgan. I think this build is cool. I don't think people are used to it, at least definitely not at this area of the ladder, and I think it could be a really consistent team. So they're going double Mashuk, which means I just go Volarind and go for it. Purgation, Volarind, Feather Gatling, the Mimit first. Perfect jab uppercut is still going to hurt for sure. All right, they ban Size Munch and Fire Coach. They're scared of my Mimit. Can ban the Kinu. And I think I will. I mean, I have Gaialis, which is really good. I could ban Molgu. Molgu is the other consideration, just to protect Gaialis, who shuts down Kinu, Obi, and Doro. I guess I'll do that. And then Gaialis is an excellent purgation candidate. Doesn't seem so bad. Bulky support with Geyser, Whirlwind, Revitalize, and Purgation. Yeah, that seems good. I might do Whirlwind. Right now I have Water Jet, but Whirlwind for 3 prio could be nice. I'm not running Revitalize. I'm running Noxious Bomb, but yeah, if you go like all the way bulky with Revitalize, I think that can definitely work. But I mean, I've played it for only like 1 or 2 matches where I actually used it so far. But so far, I like it a lot. It's just like physical Ukama, but better. I feel like it gets a bad rap. Everyone loves to talk about how good Ukama is. Piranha it seems just as good. Maybe more than ever now because people are so used to special attackers that like having physical attacks can just catch people's teams a little bit by surprise and to some extent, or like, I don't know. I mean, even I'm built against a lot of special attacks because Tulcan, Amphatyr, Vulffy, Ukama, whatever, just like whatever the fuck. And it's a very simple playstyle. I mean, I don't see any need to make any big reads here. I'm not going to try to swap in Mimit or anything. Like, I'm just going to do the thing, which is Purgation, Gatling, and I think I'll go after Mimit because I just, Mimit has more shenanigans, and I think it tends to die easier. Just because it's not always built with like a specific tanky build. Usually they're more offensively built, I feel like. Okay. Not quite as strong as I would have hoped, but that's because it's parrier. Still, Vola tanking pretty well into double perfect jab. I mean, I could do it again. We'll get a second. We'll get a second hit. Bumping into the microphone. It's like in the perfect place for my hand to bump into it. We'll see. I'm pretty close to getting a new mic stand and a new chair. Then I'll stop complaining about both of those things. But yeah, Purgation and then hit again. I don't know. The +2. We got to do 13% more. Exactly, Abby. I'm on the other side of the coin. Exactly. I don't know if this is going to kill. I feel like it's close. I feel like it probably won't. I guess. I can just double into the Mimit to make sure it dies. There's no need to take a risk here. Their uppercut could totally kill me, but Who has the war drum, actually? Mashuk, the real Mashuk has the war drum, unfortunately. Yeah, I think we just go the double attack. Getting more attack on Volarin doesn't really seem useful anymore. But we know we outspeed them. So this way we'll just kill the Mimit. +2 attack is nice in theory, but I'm not sure if it kills. Seems likely it could. I'm just really not sure. Rather not take the risk. So we'll leave Volarin with 1 less attack stat. It dies at end of turn, so literally, yeah, that was significantly better just because yeah. I guess the only thing is Volgan using a little more stamina. Only downside. But yeah, so we killed the Mimit. That cleans things up. Now they have Kaku, Kinu, and Obi. It's tempting to bring in Gaialis here so I can start killing the non-Mashuk Tem. But I could also bring in Mimit, and we can double Thunderstrike Mashuk. It'll be dead in 2 turns, and then I just win. Gaialis will fucking sweep, I feel like. It's either that or bring in Gaialis now, Purgation it, and start attacking the non-Mashuk Tem. I mean, if they start spamming Tenderness, we'll just win as on like a 1v1, basically. I think Gaialis comes in now. Even though I hate the idea of it getting perfect jabbed, I just have to kill enough of their shit. And then my Mashuk can win the mirror match type of thing. Like, if he never is able to focus on Volgan, then I think I end up ahead. I think I have to go Gaialis now. I want to be able to wait. I just don't think I can justify it. We'll see if this Kaku makes any sense. Your friend's been hanging out? That's pretty fun. That's like the best combo. Being on vacation and then having a friend come with you. Yeah, about to get interesting. Does anybody have any idea what Kaku tech might exist? Yeah, so Purgation. Only double gash on turn 1, to be fair. Gaialis is super fast, so Purgation has to go second. Everything else has the speed tiers, right? Gaialis is substantially faster. But everything else has the right, Purgation is 1 higher than the 2 other fastest ones. I might make some of my other team faster as well. I do think this team does well with high speed because it is... I hate to say it, but it looks like I'm playing an aggro team. Looks like I'm playing an aggro team. Bad Cerny. Yeah, they just did the +1 defense thing. We can willpower drain Mashuk and probably catch him off guard. And then that buys Gaialis more turns. Stall Tem can't be poisoned. I'm going to see if I can just run through it. I bet you Mashuk overexerts. I overexert as well, unfortunately. Ultimate Stall Tem immune to poison ticks. The ultimate Stall Tem. Does it have a healing move? It has Lifeful Sap or something? So that overexert is everything. Spores is not enough. Like, we're still... Like, I just need to be able to attack this turn, and I'm good. Lifeful Sap and Bark Shield? Wow. I was gonna say I can bring in Mimit, because if they have any wind attack, or I can use it to buff my Mashuk as well or something. I can bring in Mimit for Gaialis to whatever. I'm scared of... Like, we're not going to do quite enough damage to kill him. But they're not going to kill us either with Mashuk overexerted. I just have to attack. I just have to go for it. I just wish I could kill him there. Lifeful Sap swap out for sure. At least they didn't get any big buffs. They got +1 defense, and that was it. Mashuk kills Gaialis here. I could willpower drain them again to be a real dick. They could read that, I guess, but I imagine they're going to kill Gaialis here. I got to save Gaialis and bring it back in, copy it with Mimit. I'm definitely going to need to like get a second Gaialis now. So I have to swap in Mashuk here. I can Thunderstrike where Kaku is in case it did stay in for some weird reason. But yeah, we definitely can't give him Gaialis because that is just GG. I'm not going to have any damage left. So we got to put in Mashuk now, I think. Yeah, Ripto, exactly. They kept Kaku in, which is surprising. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me, right? That's a joke. It's about to go back and go back to 0, right? That's a joke. The game is fucking joking, right? I guess they got high special defense. So I can bring in Gaialis and then bring in Mimit. But it's a really shitty double swap. They're not going to kill Mashuk here anyway. I can go after Kaku again and make sure I kill it. We can throw Wastewater for if Kinu was to swap in or something, but it would probably just stay in and die. I don't know if it'll stay in and die. It's too bad I have to overexert. Oh, and I'm fucking gonna seriously overexert. Yikes. First time you're seeing it? Yeah. It's wild. Me too, honestly. Me too. I just have to make sure I kill it if it actually stays in again. Yeah, I didn't think it would, but I didn't think it would last time. They got so lucky staying alive at 1%. Kaku does look happy to be involved. Passing the fake beard to Mashuk makes a lot of sense. We've seen that a few times recently. Very tanky Obi. Volgan heavily overexerting here, but I'm trying to like set up conditions to win, you know? They can swap in Kinu for Digi-Threat now for sure. Yeah, Digi-Threat is going to fuck me here pretty much because Volgan's overexerted. I have to let them Digi-Threat Mashuk or Volgan. I can't let them get Mimit, you know? It's got to wait a minute. I'm going to get that Gaialis copying the Mimit. But right now, I just have to chill. Wastewater this turn, Uppercut next turn. Oh, yeah, no, they take half damage. Oh, yeah, Purgation removes Doom. Duh. Thank you, Quentin. Yeah, duh. It's kind of like forgetting. There's with all the other stuff. Oh, yeah, good point. It does do ×2 damage, though. Ugh, Benefactor Kinu as well. This team is maximum annoying. Okay, they have 0 special attack TVs. Well, hey, it's an excuse to Purgation. They're going to be so upset. They're going to be so upset when this happens. They didn't even think about it, I think. I can Wastewater Kinu now if I want. They can use Bush here as a thing. They can get real nasty. I could just rest Mashuk. But they can also Beta Burst. But like, why wouldn't they use Bush here, right? They're definitely going to do it. It doesn't make sense to attack. I'm just going to rest. They didn't use Bush. I'm so fucking salty. I'm so fucking salty they didn't use Bush. Well, we still removed Doom. Stonewall OB. Okay. I should have used Wastewater, though. Okay, I should use Wastewater, but... Alright. +1 on each. I could actually swap in Mimit to copy their Obi. As odd as that is. That gives me more protection against Doom and is ×2 effective against their whole team. If they at least have Plasma Beam. They might not. Otherwise, Volgan is just sitting here. Even just having Bush could be really good. I mean, they have to have something useful. I'm sure this turn they'll use Bush, but now I'm clicking Wastewater, because what if they don't? I can always swap back out to Volgan, like, literally next turn if I regret this. Good, they have Plasma Beam. That's good to see, so I know they have it. That means Kinu does take less damage. Still, we're getting work done now. Their team is starting to melt, you know? Mashuk is in danger. So the trick here is I really do want to be able to swap in to copy Gaialis if I can. But I feel like this is enough now, so I just have to take what I've been handed to me. So Plasma Beam at Kinu. Because it's ×2 against everything except Kaku. And Kaku has no plus special defense. Just let him get Mashuk, bring in Volgan. I think I just have to use Mimit as Obi, protect Volgan, and go for the win with that combo. I don't know. I mean, Digi-Threat is strong as well. It's a little more stamina. I can also apply Doom to them, but they have Bush, so it doesn't matter, really. Here, let's see if we can... Well, if they're going to Bush, they're going to outspeed me anyway, actually. They haven't used it yet, but it makes sense they would. I could bring in Gaialis and Bush it. That's true as well. I'll survive the overexert. Let's see if they use Bush here. I have the speed arrow anyway, which actually fucks me if they use Bush. They didn't use Bush, though, because I have 2 prio. Alright, they're just never using the Bush. I assume they'd use it at some point. I'm going to try, Abby. I'm going to try to shut them down. This non-Sparks Obi. It is blasphemy. Yeah, bring in Gaialis, use Bush, and then I can Crystal Bite, and then they can use Bush and dodge it. But they're also out of stamina. They're going to overexert if they do that. And then I have Sharp Stabs the next turn. So that should work. If we both use Bush, they'll actually give me the speed arrow back. I can use Crystal Spikes and outspeed Bush anyway. I'm not confident that it'll kill him. I'm not confident that it'll kill him. It would be extra damage, though. I don't really know what's happening anyway. Let's just see what they do. They bring in Kaku again, of all things. We use Bush, so they didn't use Bush. They're just never clicking it. Just actually never clicking that button. I don't know why they're not doing it. Okay. Looks like we're good. They bring in Mashuk now, presumably. I just bring in Velosh. Yeah, this one's looking pretty good. They're going to swap out probably and use Toxic whatever. We do use up extra stamina because of the exhaust. Let's just use Plasma Beam. Let's swap to Volgan. Otherwise, I feel like Toxic Spores can just end up with Gaialis dying. Or it's too close for comfort. Keep Gaialis, put Gaialis back in the back here. They do swap to Mashuk, yeah, is what I thought. And then Chamomile blocks Toxic Spores, I think. Yeah, Crystal Spikes, Gaialis combo. Nice, I read them perfectly. The perfect read. And Digi-Threat applies Doom just for fun. I can actually shut down Kaku now before I even kill Mashuk by applying Doom to them. Mashuk swaps to Kinu. Cool. I got him. I got him. Yeah, now I Doom them. It's so sick. What a good match. Actually, what a good match. Maybe they can sacrifice, but it still won't matter. The poetic justice here is pretty funny. The poetic result of this. Sparks, Sensei, Osukai, running physical attacks to make a physical attacker that takes Sparks boosts. You should try it. It sounds really cool. Sounds really cool. Mimit did overexert. Oh, wait, no, it didn't work. Do they have Talisman? They do. I wasn't looking. Okay. Fair enough. Well played. Well played. I'm imagining they're going to sacrifice here. It's ultimately not going to matter. But yeah, I am imagining a sacrifice is incoming. Or they're going to swap back and forth for no reason. Talisman Kaku, hey, I have to respect it. They can do this for a while longer, but only so much longer. Yeah, I love it. I appreciate what they're trying to do here. It's just like not really gonna work. We'll kill Mashuk or Kinu. It's turn 16 right now, so we got plenty of turns. We have plenty of turns. Looks like we're pretty much good. We have 14 more turns to play it out, and it's just been a really interesting match. Now, it's almost over. We're so close to this being over. Mashuk dies. Once Kaku's by itself, we'll just take it down. We can use Bush to keep Gyalis alive against Toxic Spores, which appears to be Kaku's only offensive move. Wonder why Kaku over Saku? Yeah, I don't know. Volgan having exact stamina is nice. Obi, on the other hand, is constantly overexerting. Yeah, maybe for the challenge, for all I know. All right, it's turn 18. We can stall if we have to. Turn 18, we can stall if we have to. So willpower drain is the key move here, I think. The one thing that just makes their life terrible. Yep. So they can poison Obi here for sure, but now they're overexerted, finally. So I can swap in Gyalis this turn. With +1 attack. They have +2 defense. Or I just keep using, like, Plasma Beam and shit. I don't know. It's turn 20. We just got to stay alive at this point. Probably just honestly rest and use Willpower Drain every other turn. And Obi uses Bush. Yeah, forget about Gyalis. We're not going to kill it. We just got to stall to turn 30. We got to stall to turn 30. Turn 21. We're so close now. Just got to get to turn 30. So close. They're just going to rest. They're going to use Toxic Spread, like, every other turn. You know what I mean? They're going to try to kill the Mimit. It's turn 22, though. It's turn 22. And they are running out of time. I just don't think it's going to work. They are slowly killing Obi. I just don't think they have quite enough time. And even if they kill Obi, then Gyalis comes in. I mean, they could theoretically get there, right? If, like, they have more health than Volgan on the last turn. Like, I guess it makes sense, right? But I think we just have to be cool. Do a little damage to entice them to want to use Lifeful Sap. Right? In case we actually do end up in a 1v1 turn 30, like tiebreaker, who has more HP kind of situation. which it seems like we could be heading towards. Just going simple. I could have held Willpower Drain to the next turn, since they are likely to swap. Oh, I forgot it. We still had First Aid Kit. All their hopes and dreams just died. Fuck yeah, I forgot about that. Totally forgot about First Aid Kit. Literally, that tiny hope this would actually work just went away. Concede might be incoming now, honestly. Nah, they're not conceding, but now we got him. That First Aid Kit, the absolute clutch. Now there's no way they can win. So sick. Actually, so sick. Seriously sick. It actually has Windburst. Well, too late. Too late for that to matter. Hey, they're still trying, which I appreciate, but now they're overexerted. We're actually going to kill them before turn 30. Hey, November, how's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, we're actually going to kill him now. That's awesome. I appreciate the tech, though. Pretty cool if Kaiju make this stall Kaku work. Tell Tsubaki to play Kaku. He's too busy playing Pokemon Unite now. With all the cool kids, you know? Too busy for little old TemTem. Alright, big win. Big win. That was a huge match. That match had layers, you know? That was crazy. That was a wild one. What a cool match.